The Red Rock mesh upper grille that we have here today in black is going to be a very popular option for all 07 to 13 Silverado owners out there with well over 500 4- and 5-star reviews. Now, this particular option will appeal to those Silverado owners who are looking to go with an affordable Baja-inspired replacement to totally change up the look of that front end while also making for a much cleaner look at the same time by ditching that factory bow tie emblem. Now, this grille will combine a durable ABS plastic build along with a nice shiny gloss black paint job and can be had all for right around that low $200 price point. So this grille from Red Rock, again, is easily one of the most popular for this particular generation truck for the combined facts that it's going to deliver a very killer off-road inspired look. It's going to help remove some chrome from the front end of that truck, and at the same time, it's going to do all of this very affordably. Now, if you've browsed the site for kind of another blackout grille option here, then chances are you stumbled across quite a few, but in my opinion, this option is going to deliver one of the cleanest looks overall. And judging by the massive number of 4- and 5-star reviews, I'm certainly not alone. But taking a closer look at the build quality and construction, you're going to notice things are very durable here thanks to the ABS plastic throughout, including things like the mesh center portion in addition to the surround itself. And then the entire package is finished off in a gloss black paint. Now, the grille is designed to be a complete replacement here, guys. It is not an overlay. Personally, I think these replacements make for a much cleaner look when compared to those overlays that you might encounter here on the site or maybe somewhere else. Now, besides looking much better, the Red Rock option and its free-flowing design will really help open up airflow to the front end of the truck, which in turn should help the truck run a bit cooler in the process. Now, moving into price point, and this particular option coming in at or around that low $200 price point will be a little bit more than some of your other options on the site from companies like Rough Country, for instance, but at the same time, the Red Rock option will be more affordable compared to options such as the Armadillo or other stainless variants that you might encounter here at AT. Switching gears, let's get into the install, and the site's going to call this a strong 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour at most to complete from start to finish. But now, to give you a better idea of how this one might go down in the garage or driveway at home, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet, flathead screwdriver, clip remover tool, and a 10mm socket. What's up, guys? Today we're installing a front grille on our Silverado, so let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is remove our radiator cover to get access to our upper grille bolts. We've got 8 push clips here, so grab the clip remover tool and pop all these out. Then with all those removed, we can just lift this straight off. And now we have access to the 4 10mm bolts at the top of the grille. So grab your 10mm socket and pop all of these out. And then once you have all those bolts removed, you can just pull straight back on the grille to release all your clips and remove it. So now with our factory grille removed, we're gonna have to transfer over the 4 clips at the bottom of our grille onto our new one. Now, our grille's been taken on and off so many times that we've got some cracked mounts, missing clips. So I'm gonna choose to replace them with some new clips. That's probably a good idea anyway to do. Now, if you want to transfer over your old clips, you can take a couple flathead screwdrivers and just carefully work it back and forth. A lot of the time, these clips don't like being removed. Once you pull them off, they don't exactly have the same clamping force as they did when they were new, since they're cutting into that plastic. So it might be a good idea just to replace them for you as well. So now if you are choosing to reuse your clips, the way you're gonna remove them is with a flathead screwdriver. On each side, there's 2 little metal parts that cut into the plastic. So you're gonna have to get behind those to pry out to pop these off. So just grab your flathead, and get in there and pry back on them. And pop them off just like that, and then you can do the same thing for the other 3. So now you can either take your factory clips that you're transferring over or the new clips that you sourced, and we're just gonna line it up to the little tab and press it on just like that. And do the same thing for your other 3. And then once you have all your clips installed, we can get this onto the truck. So now we can install our new grill. Now on this one, we have 2 little hooks here that we're gonna have to hook over our center bracket here first, and then we'll line up our clips at the bottom and press them in. Kind of go in at an angle and then get all your clips lined up. And then press it into place. Now we can reinstall those 4 bolts up top. And now with all of your bolts threaded in, take your 10mm socket and tighten these down. Now lastly, we can reinstall our radiator cover. So just lay that down and line up your holes. And then take your 8 push clips and reinstall those. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Red Rock Mesh Upper Replacement Grill in black for your 2007 to 13 Silverado 1500. Thank you for watching, and for all things Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.